Cool. Hey friends. So today we are talking about the empathy circle, where the key component is to practice empathy. So empathy is a key component in emotional intelligence, basically IQ or EQ, whatever you are calling. So this is a part of self-awareness, right? So as part of empathy circle, we will practice going forward, like how to enhance our listening skill, how to connect each others without bringing the judgments. Sorry. So what empathy is basically? So empathy is creating the environment to be fully heard. So it's not giving suggestions or correcting other person. So whenever we are talking about empathy, it's every human's need to be understood. That too deep understanding, basically we call. So to practice it, basically we start with a format which we call it the empathy circle. So in empathy circle, we'll be basically having the four components which Dominica will cover. So doing the empathy, it's creating the environment where each person feels fully heard and they express themselves without taking any offenses or without getting criticized. Whenever it is your turn, you also will have the full authority to express yourself. But the main intention here is to listen and understand other person's perspective and what they are going through, what is alive within them. Hope this helps. Dominica, I would request you to give the more details about how normally we conduct the empathy circles, and we'll see how it goes.
Sure. So there's four roles, I guess, or maybe three. There's the facilitator, so the person kind of tracking the time and keeping the circle on track. Then there's the active speaker, who's the person sharing their thoughts on whatever the topic might be, which I think for today, we're just going to do, well, it is night for you, I think, for me morning. We're going to do, just thoughts on empathy, value, maybe some of the values related to empathy as well. And so that's the active speaker, while when the person who is active speakers, they choose who they want to be their active listener. And so that's the other role. So when they're speaking, the other person is listening, and they try to just speak in short chunks and then allow the active listener to repeat back what they are hearing them say. And then at the end of their timer, the facilitator will be keeping time, and then they'll say, oh, time's up. And then the speaker can say thank you to the listener, and hopefully they feel heard and understood. And then the other role is just the silent listener, so the people that aren't participating in anything at that time, but just being part of the circle and holding space. So yeah, it's really about deep listening, active listening, not listening with, what am I going to say next? What's on my mind? But just really, empathizing with the person that you're listening to. I think, did I miss anything, Sapapa?
Oh, that's great.
Oops, it was kind of cutting in and out. And now I can't hear you again. Oh, wait, now I can hear you again.
Oh.
And see, this is a big part of empathy circles virtually, right? Sometimes the connection gets crazy, so just having patience with that. So what did you say? Because it was fuzzy.
I just wanted to add some benefits. Where can we use it, basically? So, basically, most of the time, empathy circle will be used in the family or friends circle. And recently, it has been applied in the workplace as well. So, basically, this skill is leveraged for the conflict resolution. Whenever there is a communication between the team member or with the leader, how do we listen each other's ideas without judging them? Right? So this is a skill which we can practice both in workplace and both in our friends, family circle as well.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to add to that as well. Like I hold virtual New Moon Circles every month, which is a donation-based event. And there's a lot of virtual events that happen these days, so I feel like it would be awesome to bring empathy circles into those events as well, because sometimes, you know, people are just looking for ways to connect. I think that's a big value in regards to empathy. So looking for connection, kindness, especially during these times with a lot of people feeling isolated or depression, anxiety. And so, you know, in these virtual events, if empathy circles, as they get more established, can be used, I think that's really a great way for people to just to ensure they feel that sense of connection, and especially in these times. So that's just another thing I wanted to add.
Yeah, it's very much required, at least at this time, whichever we are living, right? There are lots of anxiety and lots of internal thoughts is going on in ourselves. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And that's good.
So how long do we want to do each speaking?
Yeah, maybe we can go 47 now. Maybe we can do 2 rounds, right? So 3 minutes each.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like shorter. So.
Okay.
And so we're just going to talk about the values and empathy, I guess, or whatever is alive for us. Okay.
Cool. Please.
All right, I will start now. So yeah, I have, I think this will be the 3rd week participating in this empathy circle training. I've found it to be really valuable and interesting, and I've also enjoyed connecting with a lot of different people from all over the world, hearing different perspectives, different viewpoints. So I'll stop there.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I hear you saying is you are really excited about this empathy circle. We are into this from last 3 weeks, and you are equally enjoying connecting with the different people, right?
Yes. And actually, this week I had a few ideas of how to try to, because, you know, we're supposed to practice the empathy circle. So I had a few ideas of like how to try it. Like I had a little barbecue at my house on Friday with some women, and I thought, oh, maybe we can try doing it there. That didn't work out. Yesterday I had my moon circle, my virtual new moon circle, because it's a new moon this week, and I thought, oh, maybe I can try doing it there. That also didn't work out. But we are doing one right now on Instagram Live. My first time doing the Instagram Live, so I did end up getting the practice in.
All right. So you tried a couple of times earlier, 2 times barbecue and with your family, but that didn't work out. And you are excited because it's happening live now, and you are enjoying this practice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a few ideas of how I thought, oh, I can maybe practice empathy circles or share it with people, but, you know, life happens and things don't always work out as how you had hoped. So, but yeah, empathy, I think, is a really important value, as well as the values that kind of go along with it, or especially with the empathy circles of connection, I think is a really big one. I'm actually looking back at my notes to see, because there was one group I was in our training, and there was some, I think it was the group I was in with you, and there were some certain values that were coming up, and kind of, I drew this little like circular diagram. So I'll stop there and then I'll share.
Okay. So what I heard you saying is
Yes. And so the ones that came up in our training was connection, understanding, clarity, authenticity, and then empathy. And it's kind of like a circle. or a cycle of those values, like those can come up throughout an empathy circle. And so it's kind of just a good reminder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I value these circles. I think that by doing them, people can really just kind of, I guess, get outside of themselves for a minute and understand others, and then hopefully from having that perspective, they can go out into the world and like share it with others as well. And so I think it's just really beneficial all around. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't have too much else to say. I don't know how much time I have left.
Yeah, okay. I think we are done, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sapadla. I do feel heard.
Thank you, Dominica. Well, since we are two here, I would like you to be my listener, please.
Okay, sure. And I see my friend Megan is on there too. But wow. I'll be your listener, and if she's still there, we can see if she wants to join.
Yes. Hey, hello there. All right. Dominica, what is alive within me right now is I'm a little scared because of the weather. Because I had planned this from almost 2-3 days before, and this weather completely ruined this. We'll keep talking about whether I'm audible or not. Yeah. I'll take a pause.
Okay. So what's alive for you is the weather, because you're a little bit nervous. You had planned this out, and then like unexpectedly there's a change in weather.
Yeah. I'm equally glad that actually, at least at the later part, right, we could able to connect now. We could able to speak freely, and we are trying to practice this empathy.
Mm-hmm. But in the end, it is seeming to work right now. So you're glad that it's working, and we are able to practice the empathy circle.
Yeah. So as this is our assignment, right?
Okay. So in our empathy circle training, one of our weekly assignments is to hold our own empathy circle. And you also had an intention and idea to hold it with your family, which didn't work out. And so you're glad that we're able to do it now.
Yeah. Together. Yeah. Apart from that, what is alive within me right now, I have my family, my kid, my wife, all my parents together. So I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
So you live with your parents and your wife and your kid, and so you're enjoying that being with all of your family.
Yeah, just take a quick time check. I think we are at 8:55, maybe 5 minutes. If you would like to summarize anything, any values you would like to bring, we can bring it out. What do you suggest?
Okay, so you're done with your
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being my listener. I feel fully heard, Dominica.
Sure, no problem. Well, I don't know if anybody listening wants to join in. You could raise your hand, and we could join you in for a quick example. But or I don't know if you could raise your hand on here, but maybe write a comment or something.
Yeah, maybe you can put it in a comment box. Yeah.
If they want to join, but maybe they're just watching. But let me see what else would I like to say about empathy circles. Yeah, maybe we could talk about I feel like we've kind of covered everything, but just maybe why it's important to do empathy circles or practice empathy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, what I really liked about this empathy is the one sentence, right? It's a brave space, but not a safe space. What I heard last time. So it's basically between the conflict resolution, I see, because everyone wants to feel heard. and we are so habituated to reply back. What is our thought, or how do we correct other person? Or sometimes we'll think it's just the offense is coming to us, other person is trying to blame us, right? And we try to support ourselves. We try to make sure that our point of view is right. So instead of that, empathy will give the equal opportunity. That's the mutuality, what I have learned last time, right? So every person will get equal opportunity to express their views. And as a silent listener, we should not go into correcting them or judging them. And in that way, we fully hear other person's point of view. And that will enable us to connect with the other person, right? So when our turn comes as a speaker, that time we can bring what is our point, and other person will be listening to our point of view. So this is a practice basically we all have to do in our normal life, but we are so habituated, right, to respond back because of our triggers. So that point I really liked. So I feel this is really great technique, skill, which we can leverage in both personal and professional life. And I see it's a lot of benefit even in my personal life.
Yeah, I agree. I find myself sometimes talking a lot, and one of my intention in my new moon circle, I set intentions for the next moon cycle. And one of my intentions was really just to try to like listen more, you not always feel like I have to talk or say something, and just really listen and hold space. And so I think, but it is just such a habit that, if somebody shares a problem or something that happened, we want to offer them solutions and ideas. And so, but sometimes people just want to be heard and, feel listened to and understood. So I think it's a practice. We have to keep trying and practicing it, like you said, but I think it's really valuable.
Yeah. One more thing just struck me when you said, right, people want to be just feel heard, right? So many times when we are making the decisions within the team and all, sometimes the decision comes from the top, or sometimes people will make these decisions at the leadership level, right? But there are some opinions from the team as well. So team members doesn't want to be their idea to be concretely taken, but they just want their opinion has been heard, so that whenever they are making the collective decisions, it has been considered the different perspective as well. So I feel even the empathy is required at that spaces.
Yeah, definitely. It's very important.
Really bring
many
that by,
different.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying it's very important in many different environments, personal, professional.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. Well, I'm glad we connected to share empathy. Oh, you came back. I was about to.
Oh, this was a disconnection because of the other. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought I was like watching the recording. I don't know what happened. I'm new to this, but anyway, I was just saying I'm glad we connected to share empathy, and hopefully we'll do it again. And maybe people will want to join in the more they see it happening.
Yeah. Cool. This was great, Dominica. And thank you. Hey, I see some people
Alma,
here.
that's my friend Alma. Hi, Alma.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Padma. Have a great evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Evening there.
Yeah.
See you later. Or I'll see you soon for our training.
Yes, we'll catch up again soon. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.